Welcome to our podcast discussion. Today, we're diving into the world of ethical AI in business, how it's become the keystone of trust and transparency.
Absolutely. It's a topic that's exploding in importance. Ethical AI isn't just about technology, it's um, about aligning business practices with fairness and accountability, right?
Exactly. It's like, at the core, it means designing AI that benefits people while minimizing harm. Fairness, accountability, transparency, all rolled into one.
So, how do we really define ethical AI in this context?
Well, ethical AI in business is essentially about ensuring that AI systems, they're designed and deployed with good intentions, to foster trust among stakeholders and to be totally transparent in how decisions are made.
Yep, right? It's like making sure everything is out in the open. But doesn't that also mean leveling the playing field against biases?
Yes, indeed, bias is a significant challenge. Businesses must actively address potential biases in their algorithms to avoid unfair outcomes. It's about being proactive with diverse teams and audits to keep the system fair.
I get that, although sometimes I wonder, is it always practical to be this rigorous? Or can it risk slowing down innovation?
That's a valid concern, but let me respectfully challenge that notion. Ethical AI isn't a hindrance. It's a strategic imperative that, in the long run, builds brand reputation and avoids regulatory pitfalls.
Right? True, because trust takes time to build and is super fragile, right?
Absolutely. Transparent AI systems um, require that companies explain how their AI operates so stakeholders can understand the decision making process. This kind of clarity is key to accountability.
Yeah, totally. And it goes beyond just explaining. What about clear, honest communication with customers and regulators about data usage?
Exactly. Clear communication, which includes detailing how data is used, is essential. Think of it as like the business saying, hey, here's exactly what we're doing with your data to foster an environment of trust.
Mm-hmm. And then there's privacy and solid data governance practices. I mean, respecting user privacy is not just ethical, but legally required nowadays.
Right? And by transparently managing data, businesses can really solidify stakeholder confidence. They need to adhere to robust data protection regulations while explaining these policies in plain language.
Yeah. Let's talk about the business case. Ethical AI is not only morally right, but a smart strategy for business success, isn't it?
Absolutely. Ethical AI builds customer trust, enhances brand reputation, and even mitigates legal risks. It's a kind of insurance policy for the digital era.
Mm-hmm, indeed. Sure. And it's a win win, like you help society, and in turn, society rewards you with trust and loyalty.
Exactly. And when we talk about trust, stakeholder engagement is critical. Regular dialogue with customers, employees, and regulators ensures that ethical concerns are identified and
Yep.
addressed.
That engagement for me is like having a constant feedback loop. It not only highlights areas of improvement, but builds that crucial bridge of accountability.
Right. And that's why clear communication is a pillar. It's all about being open about AI practices, explaining everything from why data is collected to how it's processed.
Hmm. True, though I do wonder if, in practice, many companies live up to this ideal of transparency. Not all are, right?
That's a fair critique. While the ideal is clear communication, the reality is that some companies, unfortunately, fall short. But the growing emphasis on ethical AI is pushing more to follow such best practices.
Right, right. Diving a bit into fairness, combating bias in AI systems seems um, incredibly challenging. I mean, algorithms learn from data, and data can be super biased.
Oh, yes, it's like trying to untangle a knot that's already been made. Companies need diverse teams and regular audits to spot and mitigate these biases. Ensuring fairness is a continuous process.
Yep. And here's where ethical leadership comes into play. A top down commitment is essential to drive such changes.
Exactly. If leaders aren't championing ethical AI, then how can you expect responsible practices to permeate the whole organization? It's about creating a culture where ethical decision making isn't just encouraged, but expected.
Absolutely. And that culture seems to also emphasize continuous learning. New challenges pop up all the time in AI.
Yeah, it's like Technology is constantly evolving. So ethical AI practices must be iterative, regular assessments, refinements, and staying up to date with emerging ethical considerations.
Exactly. So when you combine all these practices, transparency, fairness, and iterative improvement, it really sets the stage for trust in the marketplace,
Spot on. Trust is the currency of modern business, and without it, even the most groundbreaking innovations can fall flat.
right? And in a way, ethical AI forms the backbone of that trust. It's not just a tech trend, it's a comprehensive strategy for long term success.
Exactly. And as companies keep rolling out AI systems, they must stay vigilant. The journey towards ethical AI isn't a one and done deal, it's an ongoing
Yep.
commitment.
I like that idea of an iterative approach. It's like perfecting a recipe. The more you tweak, the better it gets, assuming you're open to feedback.
Yes, exactly. It's like cooking, where you constantly taste and adjust your ingredients to get the perfect flavor. In the AI world, that taste is constant evaluation of fairness and accountability.
Interesting analogy. And what about the role of stakeholder engagement in that process? It seems to me it's almost like a regular health check for the AI system's integrity.
Precisely. Regular engagement means businesses can pick up on issues before they escalate. It's a sort of, early warning system that helps keep the AI ethically aligned while supporting um, overall business values.
Right on. But don't you think there's a bit of a trade off? Sometimes too much transparency could potentially expose proprietary methods.
That's a great point. There's definitely a balancing act. Businesses must be transparent enough to build trust while protecting sensitive information. It's not a zero sum game, but a carefully managed equilibrium.
True indeed. It sounds like ethical AI is as much about communication as it is about technology. Running these systems creates a narrative that companies have to manage responsibly.
Absolutely. Ethical AI is about creating that narrative where stakeholders understand the decisions made by AI. It's about building a system that's not just efficient, but also socially responsible.
Definitely. In summary, the integration of ethical AI practices, be it through transparency, bias reduction, or continual improvement, actually secures the trust upon which business success is built.
Exactly. When businesses stick to ethical principles and maintain a culture of responsibility, they not only survive, but thrive in this fast paced digital age.
Muddying lines aside, it's a clear win. And with innovation driving growth, companies that embrace these ideals position themselves as both pioneers and trustworthy entities.
Couldn't have put it better. Ethical AI is not just a futuristic ideal, it's the practical day to day foundation for trust and transparency in business.
Absolutely, yeah.